Hi, my name's Tegan. I'm the local jewelry making expert here at Jacobs Trading. If you haven't heard of us before, be sure to check out the description below for information on our website and our online store. Today I'm going to be talking to you about jump rings and all of the things that they can do.
So for today we're going to be talking about all the different things you can do with a jump ring. For the most part, they're mainly used to link things together, like putting a charm on a bracelet. But there are a lot of other different applications, like making chainmail. This is a Byzantine pattern in a bracelet. The other thing that they can be used for is attaching things like clasps. Jump rings actually come in a lot of different shapes and sizes, as you can see by the examples I have here. This one is about 4 millimeters across, this one's actually 8, this one's a 6, and these are actually 14 millimeters across. So it comes in all different sizes selections to be able to use for your different applications. Next we're going to talk about hardness. Most jump rings, you want to ensure that they have a certain level of stiffness. So like these rings, I really can't open them with my own fingers. That's a good thing. These larger rings I can do with my hands, so they're quite soft. So this isn't something you would typically want to use on a bracelet because it would get pulled apart really easily. Same with these softer rings that I have. They're great to be able to do on a pinch with your fingers, but they're not going to last in something like a bracelet. Next, I'm going to show you how to properly use a jump ring. In order to do this, you're going to need 2 pairs of flat nose pliers. Unfortunately, a lot of people start by grabbing it on each side and then pulling sideways like this in order to get them open. What this does when you try and put it back is it actually warps the ring and it makes it very difficult in order to get it back into position properly. It's a very difficult way to do. So try and avoid opening and closing your jump rings by unpeeling the circle that way. What you're actually going to do is grab on as much as you can in the edge of your pliers. So you don't want to hold them in the tips like this because they tend to want to jump out. So you're going to grab on with as much as you can on kind of the half of the circle. So my opening is right there and I'm going to grab on each side like this. Then instead of opening them this way, I'm going to do a side to side motion up and down. So I'm going to twist them this way. So as you can see, our jump ring is now open and it's side to side. So we're going to use this to attach a charm to a bracelet. So I have my pre-made bracelet here and I'm going to simply keep this jump ring in my tool and I'm going to hook my bracelet on here while I'm still continuing to hold that, and then I'm going to add my charm, and now I'm simply going to go back in there, grab as much of that ring as I can and twist it shut. Sometimes it might be misaligned where the jump ring doesn't quite meet. It's going to be kind of like this instead of touching right face to face. In order to fix that, sometimes you just have to kind of wiggle it back and forth in order to get them straight. If you wind up with, say, a little bit of a gap, I'm just going to make one here where you can kind of put your nail through. You don't want to leave that kind of a gap because that can sometimes snag on fabric on your shirt or say on your sleeve. So in order to fix that, you're going to reopen it a little bit, kind of push in. So I'm pushing my pliers this way as I'm closing it. So I'm pushing in and doing that side to side motion just lightly, and you can hear the jump rings click. That's because I'm rubbing them against each other and finding that center line. Once that's back center, then they're not going to snag on anything. So that shows you the basics of how to use a jump ring. Just make sure if you're purchasing jump rings in the future, watch for those really soft ones depending on your purpose, as it might not last. And make sure you're always maintaining getting those loops nice and straight together and not looped side by side in order to snag on your fabric.
That's all we have for you today. Be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more of what we're working on, hit the subscribe. And we have new videos coming out every week. And that's all I have for you today. Cheers.